I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints, who love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Browns going up against the Saints.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints. Set to throw on first. And his first look is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now Brissett, and it's caught. Coby Fleener. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The tight end, Josh Hill, was the target, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Let's go!
On third down, Brissett. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Brissett now on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is third and long, though. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's got Snead. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it with Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply takes. Taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Ground. This is Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. And he whips that one incomplete there. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
With so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball, and in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Harris coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Second down, Kaiser. Going to throw right side here, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. Kaiser from the gun on 3rd. Forced out to his left.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
A second down throw for Brissett. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 23 yards on the play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Ten yards still left on second down.
Ohio, flex round. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Caught on the left side by Gill. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy. And oh, it's blocked. The Browns have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. Complete to Amaro on the right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll throw here. Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Here we go.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. He finds his target, Fuller. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Brissett on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's go. Flex round.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
On 2nd down, Kaiser again. And he rifles one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Kaiser. And Robinson with a big catch. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. A first down throw for Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down, Brissett. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down throw for Brissett. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. A second down throw for Brissett. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be knocked down sideways. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's put...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. That one goes for 24 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll bring up second down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Kizer now after the fumble recovery. And this one's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing again is Kizer on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Come on, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Kizer. Oh, Kizer can't get away, and he'll go down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Let's go.
Kizer now on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Working out of the gun. Here's Kizer. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Browns send out their punter now. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Ginn. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the 2nd quarter in Detroit. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Here we go. Ohio.
Brissett to throw on 1st. Caught right side at Snead. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. but that's one step in the proper direction.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Saints on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 38. 38.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. Now Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Ohio. Let's go. Ohio. Flex round.
Brissett now on second down. Being chased out left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front, as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble, as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
This is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They run again with Jackson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Crowell, room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Here we go.
They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now it's Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Fake here on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Second down throw for Brissett. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Brissett now. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
The 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They run it again with Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Brissett sets to throw it. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? None!
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamie Collins in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Out of the gun, Brissett. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A good pick up there of 20 yards. In the red zone this time.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
Again, this is Kamara. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Here we go! What? None!
Second down, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he is all the way up past the 25. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 4 yards remaining now on second down.
Here we go! None!
They go play action. Kaiser bringing it in. Jackson left side. Now he's into the clear. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. Back now here live in New Orleans. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Play action now. Brissett. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Brissett. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! 56. Right, 56. Right there, 56. Flex round! Flex round!
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jamie Collins in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And they can't bring him down. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the run, this is Jackson. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, Kaiser. And this is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. A second down throw now for Kaiser. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. A good pickup there of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To the air again, Kaiser. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here we go.
Second down, Kaiser. And he's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Isaiah Crowell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
To throw, Brissett. Brought in left side by Snead. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he takes us down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. 55 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Brissett. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Danny Shelton busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Jason Garrett's going to lead the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on fourth.
Here we go.
They'll try and sneak it here. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Christian Kirksey in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Flex round! Here we go! What? None! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
Let's go! What?
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Cleveland, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.